Hey guys, After Show Reacts here, and I can't even believe this, but we're at 5,000 subscribers. This is actually kind of insane. In no way, shape or form did I think that I would ever have 5,000 subscribers. I was just a girl that started uploading reaction videos in December last year, and I can't even, it may not be a lot. I mean, compared to some other YouTubers out there, you know, there's people out there that have, you know, millions of subscribers and all that kind of stuff. But 5,000, that's insane. I never thought that I would be sitting here every day making videos and actually have 5,000 people like my content. 5,000 people watch my reaction video. It's just, I don't have words, and this is a big problem for me because I always don't have words. I started this channel in December and it's now June, and we've gotten so many amazing people. So many amazing people that have just... This community, I don't even... I'm not gonna lie, but at this point in the video, I've already been recording for 10 minutes and probably cut out all of the unnecessary shit that I can't even say because, I can't even express how this makes me feel. Over the past few months, I have made some amazing friends from you guys as my subscribers. I know it's kind of almost a one-way thing where I'm talking, uploading videos, and then you guys comment, and I try my best to respond to you guys when I can. And it can feel like maybe I'm not really your friends, or but to me, I feel like each and every one of you guys are my friends. It's so stupid and it's cliche and I feel dumb saying it, but I've met some amazing people just by making these videos for you guys, and I can't believe this. For example, I've got a Discord set up where you guys can join and talk to me all the time and discuss, you know, your opinions on things with me in live pretty much, and we hang out and we watch movies together and we play games. It's just insane, and that was put together by a subscriber, and I have, you know, a little bit of help editing with my Buffy reactions, from a subscriber. It's insane, and I currently, at the moment, have a subscriber that's putting in all of this effort into creating a schedule for me, and I can't even word, the fact that someone would do something that nice for me. I'm just me, I'm nothing special, and the way that all of you in this community are, you make me feel special. And it sounds really stupid that I'm saying that. I don't know how to give compliments. I don't know how to take compliments. It's a very awkward situation for me because I have a lot of anxiety and all that kind of stuff, and it's just insane that we're at 5,000 subscribers, and the channel's still growing, and I mean, getting to 10,000 would be amazing, but 5,000, if this is as big as I ever get, that's fine with me, because this community, whether you think it's small or large, this community is the best community ever. And I wouldn't trade this community in for anything at all, ever. You're stuck with me. Now that we've got all the gooey and gross stuff out of our systems, the compliments and such, this is a Q&A video. I promised, well, actually I joked about it when we got to like 3,000 subscribers that like I'd do a Q&A video. When someone asked me what my name was. So I said I would answer that if we ever got to 5k, and I think I have to answer it now. So I'm just gonna get some information out there into the open for you guys. Just some general knowledge for you guys to know. I'm 22 years old. I live at home with my dad, who I look after due to some unfortunate circumstances at work. He can no longer work. So I look after him and I try my best to support him and all that kind of stuff. I have one older sister who does not live at home. My favorite color is pink. I have a very unhealthy addiction to Pepsi. I really like chocolate. Anytime you ever see me without a choker, call the cops. I'm sorry. I'm always wearing chokers. I have like so many of them. Just wanted to make it, I don't know. Anyways, but here's the question that you've all been waiting for the actual answer for. So I'm a little nervous to answer this question because it's kind of a pet peeve of mine when people spell my name incorrectly. So I'm just going to explain the story, and I will tell you what I would be preferred to be called, and hope that no one ever calls me my full name so that no one misspells it. Okay. So my name is Shannon, and that is spelt Shannan. And my whole life, I've had people spell my name with an O. The first time I ever spelt my name, I did it in capital letters in a little book. And I showed my mum. She's like, "Good job, Shannon. You spelt your name so right." I'm sure you can probably anticipate where this is going. So whenever anyone would spell my name wrong, like if I got into trouble at school and they put my name on the board, like, you know, naughty list or whatever you would call it, I can't even remember at this point, they would spell my name with an O. And I'd be like, "No, that's not me. I'm not in trouble because you spelled my name wrong. It's an A, not an O." It's so stupid. So it's always been a pet peeve of mine when people would spell my name wrong. Whenever I signed up for any, like, identification or anything, like my bank card, everything like that, you know, it was always spelled the way it was. I went to go get my learner's permit when I was 16. And they asked me for 3 sets of identification, I think, and one of which had to be a birth certificate in the original copy. So I went to a place called Birth, Deaths and Marriages, and I waited there for like 45 minutes only to discover that my name on my birth certificate was spelt with an O. So I could either change one letter of my name and then go for my learners, which costs like $80, I think, to change one letter. Or I could change every every bit of identification I ever had. Just accept the fact that everyone's gonna call me Shannon with an O all the time. Like, get used to it. But no. No. I am Shannon with an A. It's so silly and stupid. I eventually changed my name on my birth certificate. I am officially Shannon with an A. So that's why I didn't tell everyone outright what my name was. Because I just don't like people misspelling it. And I know now that I have told you guys, there's going to be people out there that are going to try and troll me and spell it incorrectly on purpose. Please don't. Please don't hurt me. There are genuinely only a few things in this world that piss me off. And I can probably count them on one hand. And that would be Kate Lockley, Riley Finn, Matt Donovan. Anytime I lag out on Fortnite and people misspelling my name. So if you'd like to refer to me by a name other than ASR, I would like you to call me Shan. S-H-A-N. Okay? That way you don't misspell my name. That way we're all happy. You can call me by like a personal name, and that means something, okay? So yeah, my name is Shan. I'm sorry for the really long-winded answer kind of to that question, but like I have my reasons, and hopefully you understand now why. I don't know where people have gotten the idea that my name was Whitney, or Sarah, or Ash, or Jessica. But no, I'm a Shan. So I've tried my best to organize these questions into sections. Hopefully I can answer them to the best of my ability. Let's get into it. Heartswells asked, will you ever open a PO box so that we could send you letters or artwork or just cool stuff? I don't know how to set up that kind of stuff. Like, do I just go down to a post office and be like, yo, do you have a PO box here? But like, my only problem with that is, well, I've got two problems. It's, I don't want to open something that will cost money if no one will send stuff. If I, like, it is a waste of money if I open something and it doesn't get used. However, I also feel wrong doing it. I understand people like to get gifts for people, but like, I can't even ask my dad to drive me up the street. I feel too guilty and that kind of stuff about that. Like, in my head, it's like I'm saying, hi, I have a PO box, give me stuff. I'm not that kind of person. I don't do this for the money. I do it because it's fun. I mean, it's stressful, but it's really rewarding, and you know, this community makes it rewarding. So I don't know. I think I would feel too uncomfortable, like, even mentioning something like this. Like a PO box. It's kind of why, I don't talk about my Patreon all the time in all of my videos, like a lot of people out there do. No hate to any of them. I just personally feel uncomfortable doing so. I normally just leave a link to it in descriptions and people can figure it out from there. Because I don't want anyone out there to ever think that I'm doing this for money, because, like, well, the money is nice. It's it's very helpful in letting me survive because I don't have a job. This is kind of my job right now, but like I don't want anyone to think that I'm doing this for presents or money or anything like that. Maybe in the future, if I feel more comfortable with it, I guess, if you guys want it. But yeah, my head is just full of like craziness. Ryan Pulliam asked if I missed high school. High school for me was not good. I don't know about America or England or wherever my audience is at the moment, whoever's watching this. I don't know what your schooling system is like, but ours in Australia is trash. It's so bad. So no, I do not miss high school. I actually dropped out of high school. That being said, I have finished year 12. I finished it at a place called TAFE. It was much easier, a lot less stressful, a lot more helpful. I don't miss high school at all. The teachers that I had were crap. I would struggle with a problem and I would ask the teacher and they would just tell me to read the book. And I'm not the greatest when it comes to reading. It's a bit too much focus for me and if things get jumbled up in my head as I'm reading. So I would ask them to explain it to me and they would just tell me to read the book. And so, like, they weren't really teaching me, they were just referring me. So, I don't know, it kind of pulled me off school for a really long time. And I dropped out at the end of year 11. So I was like 16, 17. And then I finished year 12 when I was 20. So yeah, I can't say I miss high school. Wolf Girl Dead Princess asked, what is your favorite animal? Do you have any pets? And would you ever consider doing a reaction to Bones? My favorite animal would have to be a dog. I have 2 pets, one of which is a American/English Staffy. And he is really annoying and like painful to deal with all the time. Like, he's just me. You can't even like pat the other dog without him being like, come pat me. So yeah. And then I have a dingo and her name is Tani, and that's Tahney, by the way. And she is really adorable, really sensitive. She doesn't like males. She gets very defensive when they're around. As in, if a male comes too close to me or like raises their hand or something to pat me on the back or something, she'll start barking. She won't attack or anything like that. It took her many years to get used to my dad. Yeah, she's very gentle around kids or anything like that, and overall she's just really gentle and cute. So this is Bob. It took a lot to get him in here. Say hello to the camera. Okay, I'm gonna let him go. And this is my dog, my dingo. This is Tani. She doesn't like cameras, so it took a lot to get her here. Say hello. Say hello. Hello. Say hello. This is not a dingo that will eat your baby. Alright, you can go now. As for reacting to Bones, probably not, unfortunately. I'm very particular with my shows, with like shows that grab me and those that don't grab me, and I don't think that's a show that I would be particularly interested in. Sorry. Superior asked, what countries would you like to visit? Personally, I think it would be really just exciting to leave Australia and visit anywhere, really. I'd like to visit, like, America or pretty much anywhere in Europe. Yeah. Just, it'd be nice to travel somewhere. Stefan Benulius asked, favorite superhero? I think I've mentioned this a few times in, like, previous videos, but, like, hey, I'll answer anything. My favorite superhero is The Flash. And that's overall superhero in, like, any universe. Doesn't matter. The Flash will always be my favorite. I think that he's very quirky and funny, and he's fast. House of Faction asked, if you could have any superpower, what would you choose and why? He also asked what my favorite food was and my favorite actor/actress. So if I could have any superpower, I think I would really, really enjoy telepathy. But that's only if I can control it, because I wouldn't want to be overrun with everyone's thoughts all the time. And I would have to have the extension of, like, being able to push thoughts, because that would be fun. It'd be wrong, but this is in a universe where I could have any superpower, so, like, I'm assuming that there's people out there that have worse superpowers, so, like, mine would be for the good, right? My favorite food is chicken schnitzel. It has come to my attention that some people don't know what a chicken schnitzel is, so I'm gonna explain it. So you've got a chicken fillet, and then you, like, bathe it in egg, and then flour, and then more egg, and then in breadcrumbs, and then you cook it, and it's beautiful. It is so yummy. I can live off of homemade chicken schnitzels my whole life. We also have a restaurant here called Schnitz, which I always look forward to going to whenever I actually leave the house, which hasn't been for a while, and I'm having serious withdrawal symptoms. I don't think I have a favorite actor or actress. Actually, yes, I do. My favorite actress, Tatiana Maslany. She played like 32 versions of herself in a TV show called Orphan Black, which, by the way, I highly recommend. Great show. She also played a character in Being Erica, which was really, really good as well. Yeah, I just think that she's really, really talented and very, very under, like, a lot of people don't know her. Like, they need to give her more attention because she's phenomenal. Joseph Port, 1996, asked, what kind of music do you like and what are some of your favorite films? I don't really have a type of music that I like. I don't know. I like all kinds of music, I think. Like, sometimes I'll be in a rock mood and I'll go, like, listen to some rock music. Or sometimes I'll be like, hey, I want to, hear what's on the radio today and, like, listen to that stuff and like that stuff. So I don't know. I don't really have a preference, really. It really depends on the mood that I'm in, I feel like. Because, like, sometimes I'll just turn Linkin Park on and listen to it. But then sometimes I'll turn on a bit of Rihanna, I don't know. As for favorite films, I have 2. But they both have sequels. So, like, I'm counting those. So, like, 4. But, like, I'm just going to say 2. And that would be Deadpool. And also Kick-Ass. So that is Deadpool 1 and 2 and Kick-Ass 1 and 2 because they're both great. I also really, really liked Avengers Infinity War. So that's also on my list. I like superheroes. Scott Scott Somerville asked, what editing software do you mainly use? I use Sony Vegas Pro 13. I've used other programs in the past for just like recreational purposes. I tried to learn Adobe Premiere Pro, but it wasn't doing what I was telling it to do, and I didn't like it very much. And then I spent a really, really long time learning how to use Sony Vegas Pro 13. And I think I'm reasonably good at it now. And, yeah, I really enjoy using it because it's easy for me now. Alice asked, what's your astrological sign and are you into astrology? I'm not really into astrology, but my birthday is the 21st of November, so that would make me a Scorpio. Natalie Ashton asked a few questions, but I'm going to focus on her third one, which was what brought you to YouTube and deciding to become a reaction channel. I grew up watching shows like Smallville and Charmed, and it was really exciting watching them for the first time, and obviously I've rewatched them so many times to the extent where, like, I don't get that first feeling anymore, and I wanted to capture that. Like, it's really hard to recapture the first time that you watch something, because you've already seen it, you know what's going to happen. And to me, that's what a reaction channel can do. I can look back on my, like, reactions to, like, the first season of all of the shows that I watch and be like, wow, I really did, like, I was so naive back then. This happened and that happened, and I feel like it's a way to recapture the feeling of first. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to have a way to recapture it and make it out there. See if anyone felt the same as me, I guess. Which, obviously, a lot of you guys do, because, hello, 5,000 people. So yeah, that's why I decided to do reactions. Because I wanted a way to remember the first time. I realized that I didn't really explain myself properly here, so I'm gonna take another try at it again. I wanted a way that after I watched a TV show, I could go back and remember the first time. So often we watch a TV show and then come back to it later on, and it's just not as good as it was because you've already seen it. So to be given the opportunity to watch a show for the first time on camera, it's a way that I can capture the moment. It's almost like when you go out on vacation and you take a photo to capture the moment, so that when you go home and in 20 years' time, you can look at that photo and remember what happened. You can remember the feeling, it's a memory. And that's what these reaction videos could be for me. And not only that, I can share my reactions with you guys and see if you guys feel the same way as I do about a TV show as we watch a TV show unfold together. Dipper asked the story about my friend and how I came to start my Buffy and Angel reactions. So if a lot of you guys don't know, the reason that I began Buffy is not through my free will. I wasn't allowed to decide. And what I mean by that is, for months and months and months on end, all my friend would talk about was Buffy. Because, well, she was always a huge Buffy fan. And her name is Crystal. She was always a huge Buffy fan, and she would always just, like, she would kind of just bring it up in conversation pretty much every second time that we would speak or something like that. Something would happen and she would be like, she'd bring Buffy into the conversation somehow. And so it got even worse, I think last year, when it was like Buffy's 20th anniversary, I believe. She was like super excited about it, and she wanted to go to Supernova and meet some Buffy people, because apparently there was Buffy people there or something. And she wanted me to go with her, and I was like, well, I don't know these people. And so she kind of just, over the next couple of months, just kind of wore me down until I finally said, okay, I'll watch the first season. And then she said that first season's crap, I can't give up after the first season. And I was like, well, what? You want me to watch a show? Like, you want me to watch a show and you won't even give me an out? And then she said that I needed to watch, like, the first 2 seasons, and then I could decide. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'll whatever. And then I floated the idea of a reaction channel to her. And we were originally going to do something like what Fan Theory does, which is have one person really know the show and one person not really know the show. However, she's a full-time person. She works, so, you know, there would have been time constraints there, so I took it upon myself to start the channel myself. And I recorded 3 episodes. No, I recorded the first 4 episodes, and then I watched the 4th episode, and I recorded it, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? It's a teacher's pet. Like, what? It's a praying mantis. This is a shit show. The first 3 episodes were really, really good. Do not get me wrong. But I called her that night, and she goes, no, okay. Look. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna only record the ones that I tell you to record. That way you can just sit down and relax and watch the shit ones in bed. I was like, okay, I guess that makes sense. I don't have a whole lot of space in my hard drive at this point. So that's where the list came from of, you know, only reacting to a certain amount of episodes per season. Which got longer and longer each season, to the extent where we've just scrapped the list at this point. But yeah, so I got into Buffy. And how I started the reaction channel. Grifter7 asked, how has reacting to videos helped yourself personally? Example, confidence. I have a lot of social anxiety and a lot of confidence problems, and I feel like I feel most comfortable in my life when I am on my computer, and reacting to TV shows and getting responses back from you guys has really, really helped with my confidence. I feel so much more comfortable in my body, like not having to go out every day to a job, and like just it really has helped. I feel comfortable. For the first time in my life, I feel comfortable in my own skin doing something that I love, and it really, I feel like it's really just helped. I don't know. I'm bad at words. Vera asked, will you have events where you might give everyone a full reaction in order to promote your Patreon better and give your penniless viewers some extra treats every once in a while? Obviously, I've mentioned a few times that I have a Discord, and a lot of the time, like, I'm talking to them, I'm figuring out what episodes are important to, like, put together and that kind of stuff, without being given spoilers, of course. But I mean, if 2 episodes are crossover episodes, they'd be put together, if that makes sense, in the watching order. And so, I've been informed that there are a few episodes that I should release the full reactions to, and I plan to do that. However, the way that it will be done is I'll have a cut version like normal, and in the description will be a link to see the full reaction to those episodes. Just not to promote my Patreon at all, because that's something that I try not to do. But basically, just for extras. In case if an episode is too exciting or too important not to have a full reaction for. Yeah. So, that's definitely going to be a thing for all shows. If they're very, very, very important episodes, every now and then you'll get a full reaction. I hope that's exciting. I don't know.